It's just so colorful.
Hello. Welcome. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Patsy. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, April. Hi, Karen.
October.
It is October. The end of the year is sneaking up on us.
It's so quick.
We were just admiring all the quilts we have in the shop hanging up, and there's some really pretty ones.
Yeah, through the years.
Hi, Ruth. Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, April.
I have a really pretty show and tell.
Hey, Carol. Burr.
No, I can hold it up. I think I can see it. Yep, there we go. This is the Drunkard's Path. Yeah, I usually wear my hair up, so it's like, you know, when I have it down, it's like being in disguise. So this is our next project for AccuQuilt, which is this Thursday. And it uses the 3.5 inch Drunkard's Path. And I named this Drunkard's Postage Stamp. So it kind of looks like a postage stamp to me.
It does, yeah.
With the edges, like the old ones, not the new one. The kind you had to lick and stick.
Yeah.
So.
Not their own adhesive. Hey, yeah. Linda.
Now they have their own adhesive, which I like better.
Yeah.
It is a big improvement on, because, you know, they didn't have bubblegum flavored postage stamps. They were like ick flavored.
So there was a comment up there. What was it? So, hey, Kathy, how are you? Fall is in the air.
In the air. It was a little chilly out this morning. I actually put on a sweater.
Cheryl, we hope that he has a speedy recovery.
So
Joan's hair's getting really long, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Janine, how are you? Hopefully you're doing okay down there in the Florida area.
Is the door moving?
I think it's just the building creaks. I think I heard a ghost that said like and subscribe.
The ghost said like and subscribe. They didn't say share and follow and smash up the like button.
Well, he's not the best ghost on the planet, so he's
oh no! Short. Kathy had to scrape her car windows. Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know where my scraper is.
Hey, Judy, how are you been?
Hi, Janice. Janine. Sorry, I can't read.
Had to scrape her windows. I know where the scrapers are.
Okay.
We're
Kathy,
in good shape.
Thank you for the compliment.
It is that time of year, though, and we're definitely can attest to this. You should put a quilt in your car, just in case. You never know when you might need it.
Well, I can tell you you'll definitely need it if you're stuck on the Continental Divide near Yellowstone.
In a snowstorm.
In a snowstorm.
And then you don't have a blanket. Well, we had blankets, but
we had, like,
clothes.
Hiking gear kind of blankets, not like...
But not like a quilt to sleep in your car.
Yeah. It gets cold.
So that should be part of your emergency kit.
Hi, Lana. Yes, put a quilt in your car. Take it away from the cat.
Make the cat their own.
Lana's got this blanket that she's always making biscuits on it.
It's kind of like a minky.
It is kind of.
Fabric.
Two in the truck right now because of football season. Hi, Miranda.
How have you been? Well, Joan, I suppose we ought to get started.
Should we? We're just having fun now.
Well, we are. Who are we, though? Just
We
a couple
are.
people shooting the
Let's see
breeze.
if I can mix up the order. Windmill Sewing Center, Quilt Sampler, and Quilters HQ. The websites are windmillsewingcenter.com, quiltsampler.com, and quiltershq.com. We do this every Tuesday from 6 to 7 Central, mostly. Sometimes we miss. We have a giveaway at the end. We always have a color of the month, and we do appreciate if you like, share, follow, subscribe. What else is there? Notify.
Click
Like,
on a
share, follow,
bell.
subscribe, notify. Yeah. Notify me when there's new content.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
So we can pass on new content to you.
No,
Yeah, we miss seeing you, Miranda. Hope you're doing well.
So we've got the little ghost
We got all kinds of stuff.
took
Yeah.
control over
where's
Robert.
Where's he at? What happened to him?
I don't know.
He ran away.
He was in the candy dish, and we left the lid off, which
No.
is super stinking cute. I can't reach it.
He got into stuff.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, and then he was out and he lost an eye. He's only got one eye. He's like the Minions.
Yeah.
He's a little Minions
I
guy.
should have put some overalls on him.
Yeah, he's been in the candy dish.
So this is our candy dish. This is super, super cute. This is from OESD. In the Hoop Project for all you embroiderers out there. And you can see people here love candy. Me included. I've had some. Piece or two.
I
And
haven't had any today, but I might have one in a minute here.
well,
Before he eats them all.
we're down to Heath bars.
Let me skip it. Everybody has their favorites, right?
What's everybody's favorite kind of candy?
What's your favorite kind of candy?
That should be a poll. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Hey, Debbie, Louise.
And then my question is, does anybody out there really like candy corn?
I think there may be. They still sell it.
I know they
Somebody
still
has
sell
to
it,
be
but I
buying
think
it.
people are using it for decoration
It
mostly.
could just be the extras. Who knows? He's just going to have to stand off to the side or something. I don't know.
You might get flung off with the hand wheel.
Flung off.
Eat that. Useful.
So, okay, April likes candy corn, so there's
Okay.
one. There's some Reese's.
Reese's, like the Reese's peanut butter cup or the Reese's pieces? Because I like the pieces.
I like the peanut butter cups.
What else? What's my Rocky Road candy bars? It's my favorite. Absolute. It's got this just
Rocky Roads are
delicious
good.
vanilla flavoring in the marshmallow.
Beverly likes Andy corn.
Can't really point out just one. I agree. All candy is good. Okay.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
You're the ghost. So we have a quick demo on this ruler. This is the 30-degree ruler from Culture Select. It is $33.99. We'll take 10% off for the show tonight. And Brax Candy, yes, they have some really cool stuff. So I'm going to do a Christmas wreath. This is a really cool ruler because you can actually point both ends of the pieces. So we're going to piece it together. And then we've got, and I'm sewing on Ruby again tonight. Then we've got some bundles, right?
We do. Yeah, we put together just some spooky holiday deals.
I can come over and sew, and you can talk about the bundles. Yeah, it's right. This is what
We're
it
going
would
to talk about the
normally
AccuQuilt one.
go for, and then this is the sale price. So I'm gonna start. So for these, I need my doohickey. This is the multifunction finger presser tool. It's wonderful. If you don't have one, they're $7.99. Comment, make it mine, or go to our website, Quilters HQ. I think it's always on the website under Joan Sews. But these, you fold in half. And I'm just going to put a little crease there. And a little crease down at the bottom. So you would do that with all of them. I'm just going to eyeball it and just sew them. Yeah, it's my favorite tool. I have a couple of these at home, Cheryl. So, and let's get started. I've already got my machine set up. I'm using a 1/4 inch. I'm going to change my stitch length to 1.8. And we're just going to fly through these as fast as we can. Because we got 24 of these. So, let's do pedal to the metal because one of them we sewed twice.
Joan, I got a question on what machine you're sewing on tonight.
This is Ruby. I've named her Ruby. And this is the new 735 from Bernina. And she comes with presents. So there's a bundle that you can get with this machine. Or you can get, well, I don't know if they're doing all three or not. But you can get a bundle with this machine. One of them is a serger. One of them is an embroidery module, which, I mean, those are 2,200 or 2,400, something like that. So, and then there's a quilting module, which is the BSR.
And some sweet rulers.
And some sweet rulers. Thank you. And so I'll show you what these are going to do here in just a second. I'll cut one of these off. Because to me, this is the way to make Dresdens. I like them a lot. I don't remember. So you're going to knock off the end right there, just the little corner, and then pick up your multifunction finger presser tool, and you're just going to point out that peak. I do like to press these seams open because it does make it lay a little bit flatter. So let me just do that real quick. Turn it, line it up with my seam. Poke that tip out, and then I'm just going to kind of press this. And that's how one blade of our Dresden plate is made. It's super simple, super easy to do. We're going to do a double, and so I'll let you look at that, and Robert can talk about steals and deals while I'm piecing these 24. So this is a 12 fan Dresden. I like the little bit bigger ones because let me stop with my foot down, with my needle down, and my foot will raise. Oops, broke my thread. This machine does come with a needle threader. Which is super handy when you break your thread. There you go.
So we have these designing totes. I don't know if you guys have seen these, but it's a pretty nice little package. They're $139, but you get the tote. And then, do you need a piece of fabric under there?
Nope, I'm good. They're right here.
Oh. And you get the rotary cutter with it, which is fantastic. Which is ambidextrous, I believe.
Yes, it is right or left-handed.
And then you get one of the new rulers, the 3-in-1 square combo ruler.
I like that one. I have it at home.
That's a pretty cool ruler in the bundle. And then you get your turning tool, the suction cup, so you can turn the rulers around, which is pretty cool. You get the 12.5 by 12.5 ruler
Nice.
in the bundle. And you get the pink cutting mat, which is pretty cool too. So these are fit the ruler perfectly. So this is kind of a good starter bundle. So we were thinking about, you know, what's some of the basics that you need, or if you're taking to retreat, or if you're just kind of getting started sewing. You need a rotary cutter for sure. You need ruler, you need a mat, and this is a really high quality tote. So these are $139.
Is the mat double-sided?
It is double-sided.
So you get twice the life.
Yeah, so you've got the
Oh, it's
special
one of the
edition mat
cancer awareness.
for cancer awareness. So it's a pretty nice bundle, and we have 2 of those left. So if that's something you need to get for yourself, holiday or
Yep.
these are nice. So,
I have already started my holiday shopping because people are sending me coupons, and I'm pinching my pennies this year. I don't know about you, but I am.
so that was one bundle we put together. I gotta find our basic sewing one. Okay, so those are 2 separate ones for this, or just these are the items that are in.
One is with the 8-inch cube and one is with the 9-inch cube.
Okay.
But the price is the same for both of them.
Okay, so in this, we were thinking, okay, well, what do you need to really get started with AccuQuilt? And
My favorite tool, by the way. One of.
And so to kind of get started, you definitely want the book to kind of get you started if you're just getting into it. So we did one with the 8-inch cube and one with the 9-inch cube. And then you're going to get the rotary cutter, your pick to go with that, and then a mat to kind of get you started. And this is the 24-inch mat.
24 by 36?
Yeah, 18 by 24 mat. And then you're going to get a ruler just to get you started. So the 18-inch ruler, right? I think, yes.
6 by 24.
Yeah, so 24. And the Go Me. So to get you kind of started on that. And that. Then you'll get a tote also. Carrying tote to go with it there. Which is over there. There we go.
You got QVC going.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing a little QVC, and that was normally $604.86, and you're gonna get that for $467.40.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that's a great little starter bundle, either an 8-inch cube or a 9-inch cube.
Actually, you could do the 4, 5, 6, 8, or 9-inch cube.
So any
Would
one
work.
of those. Any reference point for them, Joan, as far as how somebody would choose if they're just getting into AccuQuilt?
I like the
What to
8-inch
start?
cube because you can do 4-inch blocks, 8-inch blocks, 12-inch blocks, 16-inch blocks. So think in multiples of 2. So like your cubes.
Better picture the Go Me.
Yep. And that
So-
comes with a die too. It has a 3-inch half square finish and 3-inch quarter square.
So a good holiday thought for you there. We built some kind of bundles or October bundles if you're buying yourself something nice.
And if you don't know what you can make with a cube, you can point the camera at that quilt back there because that's done with the cube corners and angles.
Which one?
That one.
That one
Yep,
back there on
that
the
one back
AccuQuilt
there
wall
on
was
the
made with
AccuQuilt
it.
wall.
We could walk back there for you too.
Yeah. Because I'm still sewing little Dresden blades.
This thing just doesn't want to stay tight.
So those are a couple of great little bundles to get you started in AccuQuilt. If you're not sure, because, you know, to get the whole thing is, can be a little bit. It is an investment. But if you're like me, and y'all have seen my sewing room, I have a lot of fabric. And there's no way I'm going to get through all of it just rotary cutting. So I like to use my AccuQuilt, and, you know, it doesn't really seem to put a dent in it yet, but I'm trying. But I keep taking more fabric home with me too,
So then today we were kind of talking about what, you know, to get you kind of started. If you're, you know, getting sewing, there's some tools that you probably are going to want to have. And these are, you know, from the experienced people. So you and everybody on the show probably know, I mean, the doohickey, right?
Yeah.
So, and Kathy hit it right there on the head as they were kind of walking around today. What do you always forget or you can't find? You're looking around for it all the time. It's always going to be your small scissors, right? Where'd they go?
Yep.
I don't know what happened to them.
I have a
You're
hook.
always looking for scissors, so you can never have not enough of those. So that's a good start, and we're put together this little bundle here as well, right?
Yep.
Flower head pins. You know, you're always needing pins, right? Needles are. You definitely will not get a badge of honor for not changing your needle. So change your needle. It's the cheapest thing.
Yep, that is true.
Self-erase marker from Quilter Select. So
Nice,
that
marking
comes
pencil.
in handy, right? So. And Kathy had the other one is you got to have a good seam ripper too, right? So.
Yep, I had to use my seam ripper when I was making that. So here I have, see how quickly that went? I sewed all of my blades together. Well, I sewed the peak together.
Fabric glue stick. Right, very important.
Yes.
Little tool that you might want in your bundle. And then some threads. We picked some holiday colors there, so harvesty fall, October type colors. November.
Yeah.
And did we come up with a price on this kind of starter sewing tools bundle?
Is Rebecca on? Rebecca, are you on?
So this was something else we thought about, and then we were going to work on a basic sewing bundle where you just had some thread, a ruler, a cutter, and a mat, because that kind of gets you started. So a lot of times people will ask us, you know, what do I need to get started?
Yeah.
Or holidays and you're shopping for someone else.
And there's a lot
It's
of
always rulers or needles or something.
there's a lot of people that, you know, kind of like me when I was a kid, I didn't want to learn how to sew. And so when, you know, my mother made me learn, and there's a lot of people in my generation that did not learn, and now they want to learn. So bundles like this make it easier for you to get started. So what I've done here is I've notched off the edge of the corner, so you kind of cut at an angle. You don't cut into your stitches, and then we're going to turn it to that peak, and then I'm going to line up my crease with the fold line that I pressed earlier, and then I'm just going to put a little fold in there. So again,
These rules
just
are nice.
they are nice.
Either
I
side,
don't like
you
a
can either cut, right?
either side.
Lefties, righties.
Well, you hold them differently. So, you know, rotary cutters, like this is a fulcrum. Is that the right word? Fulcrum? Bendy point? Fulcrum?
It's a bendy point, that's for sure.
It's
so
a bendy
sounds good.
point, so you got to
Fulcrum,
use
yeah.
more
Force.
force to cut like this. But this one, you actually change your grip, And so you're using your forearm to push down in your hand. So you drive this into the palm of your hand and you hold it like this to cut. And it makes it a lot easier because, you know, as we age, we lose some strength in our shoulders. And it makes it a little more difficult for us.
Hey, Karen.
To cut. And so anything that makes it easier is money well spent on tools. So how many of you have made a Dresden quilt? I have. They're very pretty. And these are the colors that I picked out. And this nice gray is what I'm going to use for a background. And I'm just going to do a wreath. Because it's, you know, we need to be working on our Christmas decor projects. And these go together so quick. And they make a really big block. And you could just pick out some red or green fabrics out of your stash. Again, this is the 30 degree ruler from Quilter Select. So you have less blades on your Dresden. And I think it's going to look a little more wreath-like than the smaller. They have a smaller one. But this is going to look more wreath-like because it has the bigger blades. And besides, you know, if it's bigger pieces, you get done faster, so. And I'm just lining that seam up with my fold and then just pressing it. And I want to push this back a little bit because it is going to get big. I used this a lot when I was making my Drunkard's Path quilt that I showed earlier. I have a Dresden at home, a Dresden ruler. I don't have this one, and I think I'm going to have to get one for myself. So to give you an idea of what my vision was with this, I'm just going to do a couple of these smaller ones. And I used the same ruler. So I cut a 6.5 inch strip with this one, and then I used the large size of the ruler to cut my pieces. And then for these, I used the smaller side of the ruler. And so these are going to fit right on here like that. So it's going to be angled a little bit so we get these nice little diamond shapes in there. I think you're right. I think they have the heat on here.
I turned it off.
Oh, thank you.
It's that time of the year when we can save a few dollars on the electric bill.
So you can kind of see what it's going to look like put together, and you'll just applique these onto your background fabric. What you looking for, darling?
Well, did they fill the candy bowl? Where'd they stash it?
You're looking for candy?
Well, I was going to refill the bowl.
Don't know.
So I figured they stashed it out here somewhere.
It might be in the front and under the cash wrap.
Maybe that's it.
Did you check the
Apparently
fridge?
Catherine knows where it's at.
Did you check the
I
fridge?
think, only because I think I saw Rebecca pull out from anything at one time.
Pardon?
Fridge?
I did not look in the fridge. I don't know why I didn't look in the fridge. Refrigerator.
There's the new survey question. Where do you stash your candy?
Where do you stash your candy? Somewhere where I can't eat. We did our Halloween candy already, and it was on the counter, and so I opened it up and had some, and then it stayed on the counter open, and I've had too much Halloween candy.
I would have figured they would have stashed it in those Arab chairs. That's where everyone stashes the candy.
I have found, as I have gotten older, if I eat too much sugar, I'll get a hangover from it.
Worse than any alcoholic beverage you could have.
Yeah, no doubt. Does that happen to you too? Dresden wall hanging, Beverly. Candy priorities. You wanted a Kit Kat, didn't you?
Well, it's pretty rough. Pretty rough in there. They must have picked out the ones they wanted. Oh well. That's fine. We refilled the bowl. Oops, up his lid's on wrong.
His lid. Those are super cute. There's a whole series of those pumpkins from OESD, and they're gorgeous. They're a lot of fun. Like and subscribe. And the ghost is whispering, like and subscribe. What did you do with them? I hit you with them, and then you did something with them.
You did hit me with them, and then he vanished. He didn't want to come back. So I'm not going to hang out here. Actually, he's got a hole in him.
No, what? No. Oh, you didn't sew up your...
Well, probably because I made it, right? And then so I didn't finish sewing my side shut.
Is the OESD pumpkin from the old set or the new set? I think this is the new set.
Possible I sewed them backwards for all I know. That's probably why he only has one eye.
I have seen that. That design for that little ghost is on Elna 830L and the Janome 550E. And I've seen people do it to make it look like the Minions, where they have
did it in yellow.
They did it in yellow with little blue overalls. So this takes longer than the sewing, the turning part.
So how long do these take?
They do take a minute. So that's kind of a day project with that freestanding lace.
Because are you hooking everything together there?
Yeah, they do kind of hook together. They recommend alligator clips.
Yeah, so you got little hooks in there to hold your pieces together after you embroider each one. Really pretty though, really well thought out.
Yep.
That's a lot of design work.
Yeah, I have one from the old one. I don't know where it is. There it is.
Whole thing.
There's the old set.
I mean, his face comes
Over
up.
there.
What's that?
The haunted house one?
Oh, yeah.
The old set.
Yeah. When there's and this one's really pretty too. Thank you. It's just
Yep.
fun. Just make
That's
fun
the
stuff,
old
right?
set. I think it got squashed.
Somebody stashed some stuff in there.
I think it got squashed in our storage, and because we didn't have it out, and they stuffed it.
Is there any money in there?
Well, you could look.
I'm looking. Okay, never mind. Moving on.
Ruth would like to know what size Dresden you're doing for the green fabric.
So I did a 5.5-inch strip for the green one and cut from the bottom to the 5.5 mark here. So see right there. So you lose a little bit doing your point. So it was a 6.5 and a 5.5. So 6.5 I cut from the top down, 5.5 from the bottom up. And so then you just layer, and you can put in a center one, or you can sew the center one into little points, which I might do that. So I'll get started. Yeah, we might have time to finish this. This is the part that takes the longest, but this is something if you do all your Dresden, so if you wanted to make like a 4-patch of them to hang on your wall for your holiday decoration, you could do this in Halloween fabrics too. So
You got cold, so you got a sash.
now he looks like a vampire.
He kind of does, actually. Except his teeth got inserted wrong.
You did his teeth wrong?
Probably.
Okay, so you can see this is a pretty big Dresden. It'll be a little bit smaller. Ruler. Don't know. So we're at 21 to 40. So what's that, 19 inches right now? And when I start sewing these together, hon, I'm going to have you grab the camera and come close because I have a cheat for this. So you could even do another one in gold in the middle, a little tiny one. But I think I'm going to put a little gold circle in the middle for this one. So.
And you're ready for that?
Not yet.
No.
Soon, though. We're still pressing our seams and turning. But I do like that this is wider and I don't have to do as many blades. That's, I think, better for me. This would be cool in black and purple for Halloween.
Yeah, it would be.
So you could do a
Really
Halloween wreath and maybe get some charms and hang off of it for Halloween. Oh, I missed these.
Lana would like to know if you'll attach using the buttonhole stitch.
The buttonhole stitch. I'll use a blanket stitch.
You're going to use a blankie stitch?
A blankie stitch. The Muffin Man. Yeah.
I'm Jory Lane.
You did the voice. I had to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like using a blanket stitch. It's easy. You grab your applique foot and it just lines up with the edge.
It's about like the wrinkled foot.
The wrinkle foot?
Yeah.
The wrinkle foot?
Yeah. Like, oh, do this. It's gone.
I have a story to tell you. I didn't know that it was also known as a buttonhole stitch. I always heard it as just a blanket stitch.
Oh, that's good information. Thank you, Lana.
So Robert came in this morning. I was getting dressed. Actually, I was slathering up lotion because I am determined to make it through 1 year without the dry, cracking skin. My legs get so dry, they get almost chapped. So I'm slathering up lotion on my legs, and he comes in and he shows me his foot, and he's like, look at these wrinkles. And I'm like, what wrinkles? Because he's got his foot flexed, and of course there's wrinkles on the side of his foot. And so I just look at him like, huh.
You said we live in two different worlds.
I did. I said we live in two different worlds. And because, my wrinkles are showing up here. And, he's worried about wrinkles on his feet where nobody's going to see.
I'm going to get you an anti-aging foot.
And then so she flexes her foot and she's like, everybody has wrinkles. See? And then she's like, oh, they're gone. See? I do this.
So I did. Stuck my foot out and I'm like, look, when you flex it, it has wrinkles. But if you straighten your foot, the wrinkles go away. So that was my silly morning.
That's how the morning started.
Yep. It's all fun and games until we have wrinkles on our feet.
That's the end of the world. It's coming.
I'm like, what wrinkles? What are you talking about?
I made her laugh.
You did make me laugh. I was cracking up over that one. Almost there. We're going to start piecing these together.
Get the camera set up.
What do you think? Pretty? Do you guys like it? I think it's going to be cool. And I might
Hey Donna, how are you?
make some
Welcome.
yo-yos and sew on it to make it look decorated.
Sometimes.
I don't know. I say some stuff, and I mean, he gets to laughing so hard he starts crying. What was it? I said something, and you were just rolling because you were laughing so hard. And I have no idea. I don't remember. But I do say some goofy things. All right, come on around. Bring the cameras around, because oh, I gotta thread my machine.
World's too serious. We have to have entertainment. Hold on.
We got two little cameras, so we gotta get both of them.
Yep. Hang on here. Let's see here.
Oh, you can do one and then do the other one
Are you doing the here?
on the sewing machine.
So you want to know that?
I want to come in close because I want you to see this. So when you're piecing these Dresdens, right? So you're going to applique it down anyway. So when you start, we got plenty to do so we can bring TikTok in for a closer one. I'm actually going to use my needle to gauge where...
Hold on here. I'm getting ready here.
Okay. So I'm actually using my needle to gauge where...
Hold on. We got to get in focus here. Hold on. There
Okay.
we go. Okay.
Breaking up
We
a
are
little
set.
Oops, sorry. So I've got this up under, right? Got my seam right there lined up with my 1/4 inch guide. And I'm going to use my needle to gauge where to start. And so I'm going to start right there. It's going to do some locking stitches. And I'm going to cut after every one of these because I want those locking stitches. So normally I would just chain piece. But what you're getting is, so we don't want to see our thread sticking out over the top. So we actually start sewing like right here. So you're a little bit in, maybe a 1/16 of an inch. So there you can see I have white on the bottom. You can see it a little bit better there. Bring it in really close. Nope, won't focus that close. But it's right there. And when you open it up, you can't tell, right? And so we're going to press these anyway, open. And what you don't want to see is your stitches, like coming off of the edge. So I always start a little bit back so that you never end up seeing them. And you're going to come around through here with your blanket stitch and tack this down anyway. So start sewing about a 1/16 of an inch in from where your pieces join. Does that make sense, everybody? Okay.
Hello?
On to the
Everybody?
next one. Just lining up this fold and my peak there. And then when we do the next one, you can grab the TikTok. And I'm going to grab my needle, bring it down. If your machine has a laser, even better, because then you'll be able to see exactly where your setting down your needle. And then again, you want to press all of these seams open. Okay. You want to switch the camera. So again, when we're piecing these, we're going to line up our peak, and our valley. And I don't worry too much about this down here because it's all going to be covered up. And I'm going to put it under my needle, and I'm going to use my needle to come in about a 1/16 of an inch. And I'm using it as a guide to show where the needle is going to start sewing. And then when you open it up, you can see how far down I started sewing. But when you open it up and you press, what you're not wanting to see, oops, I didn't quite get that open. You don't want to see your stitches coming off over the top. That's why we start a little bit further down. So I think that is actually my first stitch right there. So start down a little bit, because when you use your blanket stitch to tack these all down, it's all going to be covered up. You don't have to worry about these seams coming apart or anything like that. Okay?
Nice.
Yeah, it's just I made a Dresden and learned that the hard way. Because there was no YouTube or Facebook or TikTok to show me how to do these. And these insides, like this in here, is all going to be covered up. So you don't really have to worry about it being even or straight or anything like that.
You want to tell them what you're making? We had some new viewers hop on here.
Okay, so we're making a Christmas wreath. And I'm using, this is the Quilter Select 30-degree Dresden ruler. It is $33.99, and we're taking 10% off for the show. So if you want one, comment make it mine. We'll get one in the mail to you. I like it because it's a little bit wider. Let me grab the other one.
The 18.
Yeah. So you have less blades. So see the difference between the two sizes?
Hey Mary, welcome to the show.
So this one you're going to be doing a lot more sewing, and it's going to take a little bit longer. I like this one because it has the wider blades and you're done faster. Less piecing. But Dresdens go together so quickly already.
Somebody mentioned that on the show. They didn't realize that they go together this quick.
Yep. They do go together pretty quick. Got a little pucker. There we go.
Hey Sherry, welcome to the show. Hey Connie.
And we'll only piece the green one. We might not even have time for that one. But you get the idea of how these go together. And I can't wait to see what you make with them. And so this one is just going to lay over the top of that one. When it gets all pieced, and I'm going to take it home tonight and finish piecing this together. We got like 10 minutes. We got to do the color of the month, the giveaway,
Okay.
and everything else. And then I'm going to use this gray fabric as my background. And I have some little Christmas charms I might hang on it using my button attaching foot. And I'll bring it in for show and tell next time. So what do you guys think of the project? Who wanted to get one of the rulers? Because this one is new. I think the one I have is this size at home. So this is a really good size to have. What will I put in the middle? So you can see it's going to be a very, very small circle. So I think I'm just going to put like a gold circle in the middle.
I think that'll be pretty.
Yeah, on the gray background. So it'll be pretty good. Color of the month. I lost it. Where?
I think it's under the quilt show and
there
tell
it
there.
is. Color of the month this month is black. Yeah, the Quilter Select rulers don't slide on your fabric, so it's pretty wonderful. So why do the Quilter Select instead of the, say another brand? So we're used to ruler. Well, here, let me move it back so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're used to rulers that do this on our fabric. It doesn't budge. I'm actually pushing on the edge and it will push the whole thing. So when you're cutting, your ruler is not going to move along.
Yeah, so you got a question there about
it does not have the same crispness that an iron does. But what this little tool saves me from doing is getting up and going to the iron every time I'm doing a seam. So once I'm done piecing all of this together, I'll take it over to the iron and press it really good and use some glue when I'm getting ready to put it on the background. I'll put some glue up on it and glue it down, use the iron to heat press it into place. And then I might actually use gold. I could put it on the embroidery machine and do a circle too.
Yeah.
For the blanket stitch. Like my favorite one is Cleopatra from Glide. So color of the month, black. Color number 2692, 15% off for the show, 20% off if you're in the club. And if you're not in the club, it's $20 to join. It gets you this box that you can store all of your thread in. Quilters have told me that they love this box because they take it with them. It fits nicely in their go bag. And then they have it. And then
it's a sturdy box too.
it is a sturdy box. And then our giveaway is brought to you by Brother tonight. This is a wine cozy? Wine cooler?
I think so.
I think it's a wine glass. So it's metal on the inside, keeps your wine cold. And if you have pets like Lana, keeps her little nose out of it.
And then don't forget about the totes if you joined late.
Yep. The totes are full of goodies.
So
And
in
we only
there is
have
the
2 left.
14 by 14 pink mat and the 12 by 12.5 by 12.5 ruler, the 3-in-1 ruler.
Yes, love that one.
And you get the little ruler handle, which helps spinning them around while you're cutting, and the rotary cutter, and you get the tote with it. So
yeah.
And these are $139, and we have 2 of those left. So these bundles are going to be around for the holiday or what have you.
Well, those were last year's. We're clearancing them out. There's going to be new holiday ones.
All right, there'll be new holiday ones, so there's 2 left.
Yep, 2 left.
So.
Okay.
And then the Go Me, the AccuQuilt kind of starter little bundle.
Yep.
Was $467.40.
$467.40.
And you get to choose your cube. Correct?
Choose your cube. So if you have a young person, this is the perfect entry for them for sewing. Because they're not using, a deadly knife to cut. So it's perfect for a young person. A wine cozy. Love that wreath, and quilters are very, very fave. Julie, I agree with you. I have a lot of the Quilter Select rulers, and they keep coming out with more, and then I'm like, oh, I need that one too. So, yeah, I think I'm going to be taking this one home with me. You're coming home with me. And I don't have this one. I have a Dresden in the other side. Size? This size. So, comes in two sizes. This one, the smaller one is $23.99. The larger one, the 18-degree ruler, is $23.99. Larger one is 30 degrees, $33.99. And we would do 10% off of either one of those or both. So get both. I now have both. So, and Dresdens are just fun. They're easy. You can use them for all kinds of decoration. For example, if you want to do a really, really, really fun border on your quilt, you can put these just half Dresdens as a border along your quilt.
Hanging off. Oh, yeah, like little leaves. Just hello.
No, not blowing in the wind, but like if this was the border on your quilt, you could just have them like that and have little sunflowers. You can make sunflowers with them. It's unlimited. It should be in your toolkit. Okay.
All right, it's time for popcorn.
Sandy.
Congratulations. It's not just for wine. If you don't drink wine, you could put something pop or something you want to keep little noses out of.
Well, so we don't know what the Quilter Select bundle.
We don't know yet. They have not released it to
haven't
us.
said.
That'll probably be the beginning of next month when we find out what the Quilter Select bundle, or it's actually R&K, what the R&K bundle is going to be. Congratulations, Sandy. If you have not shopped with us before, please go to quiltershq.com and enter your information, register for Joan Sews, so that we can have your information. If you are a local, you can come in the store and pick it up. If you're not, go ahead and register, and we will get this in the mail to you.
Yeah, so Connie was saying, the half finished will make great turkey.
Yep, I've seen it done like
Yeah.
that too. Little turkey.
Yep.
Eyelashes.
Right?
Big
Her
eyelashes.
Dresden is sunflowers. Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Sunflowers. Just endless. It's something. If you do not have Dresden rulers in your ruler collection at home, get these. Cause mask for Halloween could be. Get these because they're the Quilter Select. They
It's a
don't.
tiara. There you
Oh
go.
my gosh.
Oh, you got her on the tiara.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Oh, Elaine, no worries. You can always rewatch. If you saw something on there that you liked after the rewatch, then just reach out to us. And we'll get it to you.
We will get it to you. And I'm just going to do one block and embellish a little. So I'll bring it in next week, and because I'm caught up on my sewing at home for the moment. And I will catch up with you next week if I don't see you sooner.
As always, Joan.
Check your thread path. You saw I broke a thread once, came unthreaded once. Solves a lot of problems. Even if you think your machine is, I had this, we delivered a long arm.
Yeah, we had a
Looked like it was threaded perfectly. It was making awful stitches. Rethreaded the machine, and then all of a sudden, it's like magic. It's beautiful. And so, man, I have a bad habit of saying, and so,
And so on.
And
so
so on.
on.
and so on. So, check your thread path. Rethread your machine. If you're
Give
getting,
it a dip of oil, just a
yeah,
dab.
oil that hook. Oil your rotor hook. It needs some lubrication for the, rotor hook. And then change your needle. It is the cheapest thing on your machine. And I was sewing with pins, and I am not skilled enough to sew with pins because I kept hitting the pins, and then my needle would have a burr, and I'd hear this tapping sound, and I'm like, I gotta put in a new needle. So finally I gave up on, I just pull my pins out because I can't do it. So, thank you for joining us tonight, and